Peace and wisdom. It's evening time where you are, Paige. It's afternoon time here. Salam, shalom anyway. Wise Salah speaking. Hopefully everyone's well. I want to take a time out to do this deep video for you guys. If you have any questions, ask. I'm not jumping anyone off today. Now let's get some clarity. Let me close this window. Okay, let's begin. Apologies. I'll be sloppy with my name. Peace and wisdom, Marcel Savago. Peace and wisdom and a whole bunch of other stuff I don't comprehend. I don't comprehend. Now let's start here. Explaining you guys exactly what I do profession wise, because you guys put me under strange titles. I have no clue what y'all be talking about. Someone asked me, they said, man, I heard you was like a social media influencer, but I don't know what that is. That's why I make sure I tell y'all I'm 40. I don't really know nothing about nothing y'all got going on. I'm not interested in knowing. Just separate me from it. I'm not from y'all times where y'all be like, I heard. Once you say that, I'm from a time you a bozo. Why do you need to heard anything? You don't know nothing. You don't know whoever you heard about to ask them. You don't. And so don't take offense to these things. I respect y'all in y'all flow. That's how y'all are. Y'all strange. Respect my flow. I don't deal with that bozo stuff. That's all that's going to scramble your brain up. I heard this, I heard that. Who cares? And so I don't know what a social media influence is or any of the things that y'all title me as. I deal with ancient scholarship. I explain the meanings of ancient scholarship. You're in a religion. Your religion uses ancient scholarship as its book. So if you're a Christian, there's 66 books in your Bible. These 66 books are individual books written in old times before your religion even existed. So if you're lost, the Bible go before Jesus was born. You get my point? I don't want nobody to be confused and say, no, these books is about Christianity. Christianity is about Jesus. But some of the books in the Bible go before his time. Again, ancient texts. Let's say you went to Sumerian texts, Akkadian texts. It's just like your Enuma Elish writings. I explain the meanings of these things. I use the word decode because these ancient texts are written in a certain format. It's kind of coded a certain way. And so, same with Islam, the Quran. It's this ancient text. I'm not someone who deals with religion. Not in a bad way, like I got a problem with it. What I do has nothing to do with religion. The thing is, religion just took all the ancient writings, so now when I'm explaining it, y'all lost in y'all religions. Y'all think this is a religious debate. I wouldn't care about your religion. That's separate from the writings. The writings come before your religion. You get my point? I say salam shalom. Y'all say, man, I don't understand. That's Arabic and Jewish religion talk. Those are words from different cultures. Religion use words. You see how y'all lost? Religion make y'all dumb. You get my point? Don't take offense. Again, you say, man, salam shalom is Arabic, are Islamic, and Jewish religious words. Y'all speak like the religion made up the language. Now, I'm not saying those that made up the religion didn't make up the language too, but I'm saying they two separate things. Salam, which is like an Arabic word, means peace. Shalom, which is basically shalom, however you want to word it. It means the same thing in your Jewish languages. You get my point? The English rendition of salam and shalom would be Salem. Salem. It means the same thing. You get my point? And so there's nothing to be confused about. Y'all just slightly scrambled minded. Salam, shalom, Stevie Carter. Love, health, wealth, peace, and wisdom. Health has nothing to do with wisdom. You have to learn to separate things. Y'all are grown. Don't take offense. Health has nothing to do with wisdom. Health has nothing to do with anything. Y'all are gonna die. You can play stupid with yourself if you want. Now, I suppose your being unhealthy may make you die faster, but I can't say so. I know people that got holes in their neck from smoking cigarettes, they 100. You get my point? Respect the forces in life. Y'all try to control things. Then y'all have false ideals y'all live by. Then y'all acting like health is some real thing. But life show y'all health don't mean nothing. You don't need to get focused on that so much. You need to live your life more than anything. You need to live your life good. And so it's more to life than eating, because y'all associate health with eating, not with y'all emotional state. Y'all looking to kick y'all physical addictions and fix yourselves physically. Before y'all get to y'all physical, some of y'all sniff cocaine. Before you get to fixing your cocaine addiction, fix your emotional and your mind first, because you be fucking other people over. You sniffing cocaine, that fuck you. But there's parts of you that fuck other people over. And so fix that first. You get my point? Y'all need to view health all the way around. Because some of y'all are sick emotionally. And some of y'all are sick mentally. And that's more important than the physical. And so, I know some of y'all sick. So you say, no, health is real. Your mind is real. But you don't deal with that yet. So, you get my point? You have to deal with things how you have to. But for the most part, I'm trying to get you guys to grasp. If someone asks you what I do or who I am, I explain ancient text, whether it's ancient Sumerian, ancient Egyptian, any text you can think of, Dead Sea Scrolls, this thing, that thing. I have nothing to do with religion. Whatever your religion is, cool. We don't have to argue about it. I don't got nothing to do with that. And so, many of you guys get lost in that. Y'all say, he a preacher. Preacher of what? What are y'all talking about? I'm like a scientist and somebody that's into reading and writing. The cultish things y'all got going on don't got nothing to do with me. I don't even look like what y'all classify me as. That part. And so you got to get the brain together. I'm like scramble minded. Salam, shalom. Thank you to whoever gave that. Now, if you have any text that you follow or there's anything you ever read, it can be the OASP. If you find yourself not understanding it realistically, where you like, okay, I need to know what this means in physical real life. What are they talking about? That's what I do. You can get one-on-one consultation. You can request me to do a video on the topic. Many different things. So my YouTube videos is just for that. You're not going to learn too much out of it. You're just going to get a perspective that there's more to a thing than you think. But, you know, like today at 5 o'clock, I got a one-on-one on mental healing. You know, basically explain to the person each emotion in what substance it manifests. So look at emotions like air. These airs will manifest substance the same way air manifests rain. But this is within yourself. These substances is what make y'all sick. You get my point? Meaning pain, love, joy, all these different emotions. There's substances within y'all. And so man don't seem to realize these things. And so y'all like a chemistry experience. We're speaking of the vessel. Y'all a mixing of different substances. And the substances is mixing and manifesting out and mixing, manifesting out and mixing. This is controlling y'all emotional state, y'all health, all of that. Things y'all eat, the things y'all experience, y'all choose to hold on to these things if y'all want. Meaning the food gonna get shitted out, and whatever you experienced, if it was done in that moment. Now, if you want to carry it over, that's on you. And so, grasp. Like I said, if y'all have any questions on something, ask. Use the videos for. Don't serve YouTube. Let YouTube serve you. Don't just click on here, watching like a dummy. Ask questions on things that, you get my point? Make the best of it for yourself. Because this video ain't on nothing specific. I just want to be clear. The social media influences and all of this cult talk y'all have don't got nothing to do with me. I don't know what that is. Now, there's no specific diet for men, because a lot of y'all into these things. So what's the proper diet for men? What's the proper this or that? There's no proper diet for man. Every man grows up in his climate, his environment, and he's his own self. Meaning he's allergic to whatever he is and he ain't. And so you have to know the self. There's no specific thing y'all can eat or not eat. For the most part, everything y'all eat is the same. Y'all just have different respect levels for different things. Those that are vegetarians and they only eat vegetables, they have more respect for animal life than the vegetation. A tree, a flower, these things don't have no real, they don't care about it like that. They can be devoured. To them, it has no life. Now, of course, a plant can give off stress signals, like I always tell y'all. I've been telling y'all this for like 4 years. You pluck a flower, it give off stress signals, meaning it screams. And sometimes insects can hear this. And so let's say an insect is about to eat a flower. The flower will let off stress signals. We can't hear it, but they can detect it, through our technology. And what that is truly sound on a smaller level than we can hear. Speaking of the flower, trees. Y'all view flowers and trees as silent, but they're not. Y'all just can't hear the sound level that they're speaking on. It's too low for y'all. You get it? Think like a fly. Y'all only hear the fly buzzing when they get close. But when it's at a distance, y'all don't hear it. It's buzzing in, but you just don't hear it. Trees, flowers is like that. They make sound. They breathe and do everything we do, but like I said, vegetarians wouldn't care about that. And so you get my point? I have different respect levels to things. I suppose meat eaters, they got more respect for plant life. Now, of course, this is a lie. We know, we know meat eaters don't have respect for nothing. And neither do vegetarians. But y'all have y'all agendas. Man like to be opposing to one another. So you eat meat, now I'm gonna make a vegetarian thing, and let's have a competition. Let's wrestle about it. But outside of that, moderation, like I always tell y'all. Watch how much you intake on anything, except water. You can get a lot of that in you. It's good for your skin. Some of y'all dry and shit. You're gonna go see Dr. Zismore. Some water, man. Alkaline water. I'm just trying to give y'all a breakdown. If anybody disagrees with anything I'm saying, say something. Y'all be disagreeing from far. That's goofy. Say it now. Whatever you think I'm saying that's incorrect, say it now. You're gonna lose, but Shalom, Rover TV. He said, what you've said so far is very interesting. I'm just listening. You have to come to conclusions of things. Y'all like people lying in wait. Get to the point. You get my point? Y'all like challenge my knowledge without challenging it. Y'all can't. Y'all don't got nobody that can. Y'all truly need to get y'all egos together. Y'all say I got ego. Y'all tripping. Y'all have ego. Y'all mind ain't nowhere near. If I go into the depths of my mind, y'all will be lost. That's the truth of the matter. Like completely lost. I have you baffled with your tongue hanging out. And you gonna grasp everything I'm saying. You just gonna be lost. And so I try to keep it moderate for y'all because I know y'all brains and y'all emotional state ain't even built for what I know. But don't get it twisted. Like, it's the truth, Chin. If you want truth, then you just come get it. I'm not about to sugarcoat nothing. Water it down for your ears can take it. You got to adjust yourself to the wisdom. Wisdom being truth. And truth ain't got nothing to do with adding flavor to stuff or taking away flavor from stuff. You just leave it how it is. Page 3 said deep. Mycelial network in plants. Yeah, shalom. Y'all don't gotta get lost into the big scientific words, being as though y'all not scientists and y'all not very well versed in it. You get my point? However you came to grasp whatever you did, explain it in that way. This ain't the channel where you got the. You get my point? I don't respect wisdom in the way that y'all do, with the credentials and the curriculum. Do you make sense? I'm like that. Simple. You could be 5, but if what you said was cold-blooded, in the simplest words you use, wise is wise. It wouldn't matter. The kid never even been to school. He 5. But if what he said hold good merit, you get it? I'm like that. I don't care what kind of paperwork you got. I'm not saying that wouldn't matter. It got nothing to do with me. But just in regards to y'all, if you a big scientist and you got a lot of credentials, I'm not going to be impressed with you unless you make sense. You get my point? And if you ain't got no credentials, but you make sense, then I'll be impressed. I'm only impressed with making sense. Wise is that to me. And so, yes, plants have their own little network. They communicate and they do what they do. Plants communicate or they're heard by like insects and things that got, they on a different sound frequency than we are. So they can hear the plants. The point I'm making is plants, trees, all these things are living beings. And when y'all vegans, the same argument y'all have for animals can be applied to y'all. Meaning y'all not whole or balanced in y'all ways. This is what y'all have to learn. There's no balance in abusing one thing. So you just abuse the vegetables or you just devour the vegetables. That's where we get our air from. That part. Everything in life has its purpose for the whole. When you force one thing to go extinct or you abuse one thing, you take away a quality of life that we all need. And so you have seasons in life. Wintertime, fish, meat, things like this. Crops ain't really growing. Summertime, you want to go lighter. Be a vegan in the summer. Eat fruit, vegetables only in the summer. Meaning be a vegan in the summer. When wintertime come around, add some meat, some starches to your diet. Balance. You get it? And y'all will see a difference in y'all health. Y'all looking to abuse one thing or the other. I'm going to be a meat eater or I'm going to be a vegan. You get it? Y'all flip-flopping in between the dualities. Not becoming, whole and balanced in y'all perspective. Why you erased your comment, champ? There wasn't nothing wrong with it. And so when you're dealing with the diet, start with what you like. Some of y'all stupid and y'all, you get it? You go in the stupid round. Diet don't matter, so we could just eat candy. If you that stupid way, I gotta tell you, like, no, candy ain't even real stuff. Just eat candy. You get my point? I'm sure anybody watch me know I'm wise beyond that stupidity. I definitely ain't telling you that. You can't be that dumb to think I am. So I don't want to play those little games. I'm just with the wisdom. If you disagree with something I'm saying and you make sense, I ain't got no problem with that. But you gotta make sense. You can't just go into your emotions and start saying dumb stuff. You get my point? Y'all kind of in that stage of y'all knowledge. If I can't beat them in a debate, then let me go stupid. And said I spelled something wrong. It's okay, like that. Y'all ain't in college. Y'all ain't in the house of judgment, my nigga. I already know y'all can't read them. I already know y'all can't read them right, my nigga. You ain't gotta waste your time going to get your dictionary and Google and all that. Just leave it unsaid. It's alright. It's alright you 45 and you can't spell, my nigga. My pops was like my pops was like that. The older the I don't know if y'all can read in the daytimes. I was gonna say the older the generation, the more likely they can't read that good, my nigga. You go back to the 1900s, the 1920, 1939-ish. These motherfuckers can't read that good. They just was allowed to. Like, they was just allowed to 100 years before that, 50 years before that. They don't know shit, man. They don't know no curriculum. They ain't important in life, though. Just in school, in systems, in institutions. Rover TD said, being vegetarian does give you a sense of superiority over meat eaters. You made that up because I eat meat and you here learning from me and I don't even know you exist. I'm going to say it again. You don't have no superiority over nobody. You just convinced your own self that. And I suppose if you in an environment with vegetarians, then y'all can convince each other like, yeah, we're superior. But y'all not superior in no way. That's the true reality of it. The fact that your brain go there should show you don't have no balance. You losing yourself. This how you get beat the fuck up and all kind of other things. How you get from being a vegan to now superior over other people because you a vegan. But don't see you stupid. I'm going to say it again. Don't take offense, please. Some of y'all need good chastising. How you get from being a vegan, which is a matter of you bettering your life to you, to now you think you better than other people. How that happened? That part. Because you don't know what you talking about and y'all lost that part. And this is when y'all have y'all hardship. I'm not sure why y'all can't see it. And so you show me a vegan that outlive a meat eater, or you show me anything that you talking about that makes sense. And I don't want to see one example. I want to see it clear as day in life, like, oh, look, vegans are outliving meat eaters and they're more healthy. Show me that. Because when I see y'all, y'all are fat and soft and delicate emotionally and mentally. To where y'all say dumb stuff like we superior than meat eaters. Y'all don't even know who until they tell you. You wouldn't even know that part. You see how y'all just like children looking to have something to compete with or oppose. Y'all are the adversary that y'all heard about to anything y'all can be, even your own self. Why you can't just live your life and eat what you eat and avoid the conflict of both? Do y'all follow what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm even too grown and mature in the mind for y'all. Why can't y'all just live y'all lives and do y'all hear me running around talking about I'm vegan and I'm this? Most people that know me in real life, they know, okay, solids don't like a lot of meat. If you cook and just get that nigga like one piece of a chicken because he gonna waste all the rest. You get my point? I'm like that. I like the sides. I'm not all that extra shit. But I ain't against nothing. I'll eat the chicken. I'll eat the fish, whatever. I just don't want a lot of it. Just give me a little bit. I just need it to, like, when I'm eating my sides, then I just need a little piece of meat for the flavor. Like, I don't need the whole meat. Like, that's too much. You know, when y'all eat meat, that shit be like, I look at the size in my stomach, and I be like, nah. Go to McDonald's, just look at the bag that you got and put it to your belly, like, because that's all gonna be there. Like, so I do that. I put it to my belly, I say, ooh. And go to the Chinese store, they give you a tray of food. Take it, put it to your belly. Because that's all gonna be there. So then you know, like, okay, I'm gonna be walking around with all that extra shit. Like that. You don't need all that extra stuff. I'm a porridge man myself, you know. You know, I like wheatine and stuff like that. You know. Simple diet. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you know. This is the pinnacles of health. You know? The shit y'all call poor food. Pinnacles of health. Peanuts. Rover TD said added fish to my diet. I'ma just be real with you. If you have, when you start talking diet, I just look at you like watered down and stupid. You know, avoiding intellect. Like, don't take offense. It's truly stupid. I know you have people that's struggling with different sicknesses. They are diabetic. They have to have a certain diet. We not we not talking about them though. We talking about regular people living like they are sick. Vegetarian diet is for the sick. You know, those who have exhausted their possibilities. They eat everything they fucking can. They greedy. And now they can't go on no more. You know those that like put a lot of salt on my spaghetti, they just greedy as fuck. Some of y'all like that. So yeah, you need to be on a restricted diet. Then there's some of y'all that don't indulge into eating that much. You good regardless of what you eat. It's not the major part of your life. So it's not going to affect you like greedy motherfuckers. I'm trying to get y'all to see that. If you one of the greedy motherfuckers, cool. You greedy, so you just got to know what you went for. Later on down the line, you going to be eating like vegetables only. You're going to have to be like, yo, can you watch the salt? You're going to have all these problems like that. Ain't no sugar in my drink. You going to be, yeah. And then you going to have your old ass buddy. He your same age, but this nigga, he can eat with the kids. He eat nices and candy and shit. And he ain't got no health problems like you, but he your age. Y'all both 80. He wasn't as greedy as you. Like that. But in terms of, you know, y'all looking to adopt diets as a lifestyle of Y'all making it like a religion thing. I have to eat, I have to have this certain diet to be like holy. That's dumb. Eating is a beastly thing. You don't never have to ever associate diet with holiness. It's lowness. I don't care what you eat, you're low life. You don't ever lose perspective of that. Again, eating is a beastly thing. It's taking a life of something else, whether it's a plant or animal. And so you don't never need to associate it with anything that got to do with, the good natured things in life. Simple. Some of y'all need to learn to fast. You talking about diets. You need to talk about your fasting schedule. Joe greedy at no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that last part. Fasting is good. We boost the immune system, the gut. Now, some of y'all gonna be lost into whatever y'all are. And you gonna say no, diet do matter. Cool. Hopefully you're as healthy as I am. You got yourself a nice six pack, whatever your weight is. You got a nice six pack, and y'all good to go. Cause y'all be fat and sloppy talking about diet. It be funny to me. Get yourself together. Like, don't take offense either. Like, if you gonna talk about diet and perfection in that kind of way, you gotta look at. Now, like I said, I don't be speaking on diet. Ain't no big thing. You eat whatever you want. So you don't need to be looking my way to see if I'm perfect physically. I am, but is it again? Yeah, I am, but you don't need to look for it because I ain't promoting that. Ain't like I be getting on live videos with my shirt open, showing my six pack in my chest and shit like that. It ain't like I do that. So you ain't got to come here, like you feel me? Ain't like I be taking pictures in the hot tub jacuzzi with my big dick just swinging all around. So you ain't never gotta even kind of bring that over here. You feel me, my nigga? Let me stop bothering y'all. Shalom, shalom. Robert TD said he added some fish to his diet. Add some chicken. Don't abuse the fish. You got a life too. Add some buffalo to that. That's beef. Get you some spaghetti and meatballs. Kick back. He said, I'm pretty fit. You don't sound like you. You sound like you trying. I don't know. You don't sound too fit. I'm pretty fit. Blood, I'm fit. I'm the dieselest nigga this. I like bothering y'all. I'm sorry. It makes me feel good. Y'all delicate, like. I like to argue. Like, if I be like, if I be like I'm diesel, then y'all gonna be desperate to be like, you skinny though. Like, it's funny to me. I don't know. Salam, shalom. Enjoy y'all anger. I enjoy it too. It makes for good laughs. Angry people don't realize y'all contribute so much to life. Like, angry people make you laugh, right? Like, when they not looking, you like, you tired? Like that. They heal people. They just don't realize it. Like, they make themselves sick to heal others. So, if you an angry person, you angry because you put a great sacrifice on yourself. Like, your anger is so humorous to those that's not angry. I don't want to rub nothing in. I know y'all now be desperate to tear me down, but just grasp what I'm saying. It's good for the soul if you can kind of like get it. Try not to be angry because on the flip side of the coin, that shit is hilarious. Just like somebody being happy infuriates you on the other side. Like it's a joint thing. Like you don't envy people too much. Cause on the flip side of your envy, it just makes them more arrogant. Like, yeah. Yeah, I am that. You gotta learn balance. Like everything starts with the self. What I'm saying makes sense to y'all? Y'all don't have any questions? I'm good off questions. Like some of y'all need to learn like breathing things like this. And so If you were someone that would learn or get or study under me, that's what you would learn. Whatever ancient texts, the scholarship, the sciences, the things. You will learn your breathing, your stretching, your mental healing, your meditations, what that truly is. Meditations being like conquering the nothing, the unconscious mind state. Meditations is a mind thing, it's a deep thing. But you will learn that, and of course, you will learn the arts, the triangle boxing. So that's pretty much what somebody that study under me would know. Like, they would know they triangle boxing, they breathing, they mental healings. When I say mental healings, I mean they would know they different colors, which coincides with emotions, and they will know what substance every emotion is. Like I said before, pain is mucus. When you have pain, you have mucus. You cannot feel no pain if you don't have mucus. If I slap your arm, mucus is building up in that area. That's why you felt it. Meaning pain is a physical substance. Just like pleasure, which is the opposite, is a physical substance. The pinnacles of pleasure is orgasm, and so it's followed by a substance. And so when y'all have y'all nose hurting, y'all got like a cold or something, y'all got sinuses, y'all got snot, mucus. When y'all get y'all nose cleared out of the mucus, then y'all don't have the irritation no more. You get my point? Mucus is pain. Wherever you see a swelling, there's like mucus, pus, or something there. That's what's causing the pain. Meaning, if a doctor or scientist wants to study pain, say, okay, what is pain truly? It's a substance. You have different states of pain, you have different states of mucus. You have like mucus, phlegm, pus, going more and more solid, like more and more clay-like. And so they would know like these things if they studied under me. The different states of pain, pain being emotion. This is what will be in you, meaning the mucus. If you follow Dr. Sebi, please don't confuse nothing that I'm saying with whatever he teach. Separate. I have nothing to do with him. I'm not telling you mucus is the foundations of your sickness. I'm telling you mucus is pain. That's different. You get it? That substance is pain. And y'all feel pain when that substance is present. Even emotionally. When y'all start to crying out them salt waters and the snot get to coming out the nose, pain is a substance. So is pleasure. Now, of course, mucus is brownish, nasty, thick. And so the opposite of pain is pleasure. And so orgasm is thick and white. And it's like mucus transcended, or pain transcended to pleasure. And when a person orgasms, that's what they're doing. They're transcending all the mucus within themselves, white, and then it's being ejected out the body. So orgasm is a flushing. It's not. I think sex is just one thing, like to have a baby. Or releasing or orgasm is just for the pleasures. If you do it too much, of course, it ain't gonna serve its purpose. Like a toilet bowl, if you keep flushing it, the water ain't gonna get that shit out of there. But if you hold your orgasm for a time, and then when you orgasm, you get it? You kind of can clear yourself of mucus, whatever pain, stresses, whatever's associated with pain. And so you would just learn those type of things under me, as well as the scholarship, the triangle boxing. So if you bigger, the triangle boxing might work for you better. If you get it, I don't want y'all to get lost and say, man, triangle boxing don't work. Whatever I teach is thorough, and ain't nobody gonna even challenge it. That's how thorough it is. Now, depending on how you rock and move, you may be able to use it better than me. You might be bigger or something. I don't know. You may not, but Everything works. You just gotta learn it and apply it. Now, we'll be 40 minutes in. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. I'm about to eat me some lunch, do some reading and writing. That's what I like to do. Find something to do with your time that's going to serve you later. And look at your actions like seeds. Can I get some thumbs up, please? Look at your actions like seeds that you're planting. They're going to blossom later. Some of y'all actions going to blossom as ugly things later. Jail, hardship, stuff like that. So you want to be aware of what you're planting. You're selling dope right now. These are seeds. Even that's an action. But more than that, there's seeds for later. You might be broke as fuck right now, but you going in that studio every day rapping your little rhymes. And it's looking dark for you like you ain't gonna ever get on. Those seeds for later. Don't ever forget that. So you get it? The bigger the accomplishment, the bigger the goal, the longer, the growing out part. But make sure your actions or whatever you're doing gonna serve you later. It might not serve you right in the moment, but make sure later. Some things you do, they're gonna serve you right in the moment, but you get my point? Be aware of those things. Meaning if you're young, just try to be aware of that. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of different things. All these things gonna manifest later. Like this good deed that I did gonna manifest later. These bad deeds I did, they gonna manifest later. Some of these things gonna you get it? Some of my bad deeds gonna manifest out later, and they gonna interfere with my good deeds that manifested out. And so you want to kind of keep track of yourself if you can. You don't want to get too lost into the bad, because you manifesting bad later. I mean, you're gonna benefit off the bad now and suffer off it later. That's how the bad seeds manifest. Give you good glory right in the moment, but then later, you gotta pick up the pieces. When you're dealing with the good seeds, they don't manifest right then and there, but that later be what it need to be. So keep track of what you're doing. Why you something? Salam, shalom, way. Said seen you was in Dallas. Oh, seen you was in Dallas, Solace. I just moved out here. I listened to the convo. Gotta go back to it. Salam, shalom. Those of y'all that's in Dallas, y'all should have reached out. If you from another state, I don't know people in every state, but if you from another state and you cool peoples, I'll pull up. I don't mind getting out, seeing different stuff. I ain't like fixed or stuck to nothing. I ain't really got no perspective of anything. Life what it is. I just enjoy my time. Now, where was I at? Oh, seeds. And make sure you planting good seeds. Try to do good things. Kiss your mother, tell her the food was good. Y'all know my slogans. Keep your ears open and your mouth closed. Kiss your mama and tell her that the food was good. My way of life simple. You see how easy that is? You could be 4 years old. You good to go. Like, it's simple. Get your life together. Now, I'm trying to think of something I may have missed. Y'all need all the juice y'all can get. In any event, this is how I avoid getting sick, things like this. I understand mental healing, the self, how to breathe when I need to breathe a certain way. I understand environments, fresh air. That's why y'all see me by the riverside sometime. You know, I just understand things on a different kind of level. So it kind of keep me intact. I don't ever really get sick or nothing like that. Well, I don't ever get sick, but keep my mind clear. Like I say, wisdom is within. You gotta learn how to access that part of self. You get my point? I gotta look at it like this. Y'all born in life and y'all have talents within, but y'all don't ever access them. Y'all try to like fit into the outer instead of diving in. You might be a weirdo like for a little while till they see your talent. So you get my point? Y'all kind of want to fit into the world. The world dumbed down and common. You get my point? Meaning the world don't have talents. They just regular. Now everybody in the world got talents, but like I said, everybody's trying to fit in with the world. They being they piece of the world, and so you get my point? Kind of dumb themselves down. Y'all don't go deep within. Go past y'all pain and emotions and things like that. And so some of y'all wise are you supposed to be, but you ain't giving yourself a chance. You kind of flip-flopping around, whoring your mind around in life, not really focusing in. It's like y'all have junk DNA that carries over from your father, his father, his father. Y'all have, let's say, junk mind DNA that carries over. This is intellect. Everything your father experienced and went through in life, and his father went through and experienced in life, all the way back to the beginnings, all that passes over when you're born in your intellect. But you have to access it. You get my point? Meaning, view it like a clarity. Just because you wasn't born in the beginnings of time, you still a part of that line. You get my point? And so when that anything being spoken of from before your time, you can be clear on it because you have the information carrying over within your own self. This is how I'm able to explain to y'all. You know, y'all heard of the primordial waters or the primordial abyss? Yeah, that's your unconscious mind. All is emerging from there. Even physical awakeness in the physical vessel. So, and y'all go back there every night when y'all go to sleep. It's primordial knowledge. You get my point? If you ask a common man, what's the primordial abyss? He gonna tell you like something that he read in the text. He ain't gonna be able to tell you clearly. That part of your mind that's unconscious, that's the watery abyss. It's no different than the dark cosmic space all around you. That's the watery abyss too. As within, so without. It's your old ancient teachings. As above, so below. As within, so without. And so you get my point? If you're interested in understanding those things, that's what I do. Give you the clear understanding all the way in whatever text or philosophy you're kind of confused on. If someone asks you what I do, you just tell them he's the wisest person in the world. That's that. Whether you agree with it or not, that's what I go by. And until somebody shows me otherwise, that's the simplest way to put it. I say that because you can't categorize me in one thing. If somebody check my channel, they're going to see a whole bunch of different kind of content. It's all on wisdom, but it ain't just in one category. This ain't the channel you come to if you like, I'm a flat earther, I just want the flat earth. My joint touch on everything. And so if you say I'm the wisest man alive, then it will make sense when a person comes and say, okay, I get it. And just know some of everything. Dreamer said when the sun sets in Saturn, sacrum, for one part of the earth, and the other part of the earth still sees the sun, is the sun setting in the sacrum not happening only once a day for all of the earth? I don't understand nothing you're saying. Now I'm going to read it again to try to correct this. Said when the sun sets in Saturn for one part of the earth, that's where you lost me at. What are you talking about? When the sun set, you can clear it up, brother. I'm just reading it to try to grasp, but clear it up so we don't have to just be stuck here. When the sun sets in Saturn. Do any of y'all understand what he's saying? I get the first part. I told y'all the conscious is within the body, as above, as within, so without. So y'all like a rising, setting sun within y'all vessel. When y'all awake, y'all hear. Central brain, top of the spine. When y'all falling asleep or set, the consciousness goes down to the sacrum. On the outer level of life, the sacrum is Saturn, the central brain will be like Mercury, or Venus or Mercury, whichever one is first. And so y'all kind of seeing that. The sun raising is no different than you waking up and falling into sleep. Now he said, when the sun sets in Saturn, for one part of the earth and the other part of the earth still sees the sun, it's the sun setting in the sacrum. Now, I have no clue what you're saying. Brother, can you clear up? Y'all throw me off when y'all ask questions and it's not clear, and then that's like stupid. It's like to say you don't even know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to get clear on what you're saying so I can answer it. I guess you don't want the answer. Salam, shalom. If any of you guys have any questions y'all can ask, I'll give y'all a second to type it. Most of y'all don't realize y'all live in a body. So, you get it? Y'all way off course on understanding things. But y'all live in a body. He said, so when I see the sun in America and then it goes dark, the sun is still being seen by others in Asia. So did it not reach the sacrum? Is the top part of your spine in the same part as the bottom? You see, don't take offense. I'm gonna adjust my own self because I don't be seeing how y'all get this done. The conscious sets, drops from here down. Some of y'all grasp like, okay, I get this all. He's slow. The conscious drops down the spine, passing all the parts of it, getting to the sacrum. Look at it as areas, like you said, American Asia. Is the top part of the spine in the same place as the lumbar spine? Is the cervical part of the spine in the same place as the lumbar? If the sun passed the cervical part of the spine, which is the neck, so I suppose the light is under it, so it would be dark in that area. But wouldn't it still be light in all the areas beneath it? I'm just asking. You get my point? Now, y'all don't even understand. Asia's a whole different realm. Y'all just lost in y'all technology. Like, these places is, if you go back to earlier times, man, the continents is like different realms of life. Whole different life forms. Over time, y'all have mixed and merged all these things, so everything kind of like the same everywhere, or traces of the same everywhere. But you get my point? There was a time indigenous men in America would have been something completely different from indigenous men in China. They would never even see them. That's a whole different. You know how long it would take them to get there? A lifetime. Because they in a whole different realm. Look at it like time travel. They in a whole different time frame. When y'all traveling on a plane, y'all traveling in time. This is why the time don't match. You get it? I'm flying to Texas. They an hour behind or something. The time don't match up. You say that don't even make sense. We all in the same earth. Why the time don't match up? Because they in a different realm. We just got technology that a plane. Take you a distance that would take you a lifetime in a few hours. You get my point? And so y'all already at time travel. Y'all just don't understand the life y'all in. But I'm trying to think how to if that makes sense to you what I just told you, champ, let me know. Okay, he said I get that part, but Earth is not the full body. It's a small part of the body. So I was coming from the understanding that it should be dark everywhere in Earth if the sun is setting way past Earth. I don't understand what you're saying. Start here. You don't have a clear understanding of the world you live in. And so I don't even know what you're talking about. And you get it? I don't know your perspective to even help you. Now you trying to understand what I'm telling you according to the guidelines of things you ain't even clear on. You hear my point? Meaning y'all are scramble minded in that way. Y'all take offense so fast y'all don't give a chance to get y'all brain cleared out. I'm not a delicate speaker. I don't for what? But it ain't nothing against you. I'm trying to help you. I just don't grasp what you're saying. You're not making any sense. You make sense to you, but you're not clear on nothing that you know. Forget what I'm talking about. Whatever you know already, you're not clear on that. There's merging happening. And so you confusing me when you say like, what do you view Earth as? Because that's where you throwing me off. The world is a body. If you can grasp that, then I don't see where you're getting confused. You got north and south, which is above and below. You got places north going all the way south. If the sun rises in the north, it's going to be dark in the south. If the sun sets to the south, it's going to be dark in the north. But outside of that, I don't see what you confused on or how you could become confused. Just explain that part to me. So you're speaking of Earth. You speaking of Earth like it's some. I don't get it. You speaking of Earth like it's some place that the sun is passing through. The sun is going through its own. The consciousness is descending through the spine. You get it? It's separate from the life in the body. All that's in the spine is separate from the life in the body. Y'all see that up above. You get my point? Look at it like this. The sky that y'all see is all of the spine and the cells within it. The cells in the sacrum part of the spine is dead. This is your sperm cells or your primordial germ cells in the woman. They just dead. It's like the stars in the sky at night. They just dead in there, but you get it? The sun is rising up in the spine, meaning you got the cells at the bottom, the dead ones. In the lumbar part of the spine, you got certain cells. In the thoracic part of the spine, you got certain cells. They all separated by the disc within, the vertebra disc. Same with the cervical spine. You got different cells there. This is your halls of Amenti in your emerald tablets of Thoth writing. When he speaks of the halls of Amenti, this is the path to life and death. Speaking of that, the higher up the spine, the cells are alive. The lower down in the spine, the cells start to become inactive or dead, like sperm cells. This is why in ancient Egypt, they call the coccyx, which is the lowest part of the spine, is beneath the sacrum. It's spiral-like. If you go to ancient Egypt, you got the djed, spiral-like. They're speaking of that. J is silent. Djed is just dead. The dead. That's beneath the sacrum. So like I said, I'm ancient Egyptian scholar. All tech scholar. That's not ego. I'm trying to help y'all grasp these things. But y'all like be confused. Y'all listen to too much stuff that don't make no sense. And y'all not clear. But just look at it like that. The sky is the spine. When y'all kind of see daytime, y'all seeing up above. When y'all see nighttime, y'all are seeing the bottom part of the spine. It's all being your souls. Like all the physical life that dies in the body, it goes to the spine. The light of it, the consciousness of it. Look at it as returning to the sun. If you're the rising, setting sun in the body, when a cell in your body dies, its consciousness or its light returns to your chamber. You get it? He said, okay, I got that. Earth works as if it's the full body. The spine is the sky. Just look at it like that. Forget Earth. Y'all lost on words. And you get my point? I'm not even sure where you at. Like, you get my point? But if you know a body, the spine is in the back. That's the sky. Everything towards the front, you can just call that Earth. Simple. You get it? Physical realms in the front, everything within the spine. You get it? This is your light, your consciousness, are just the souls of all that's living in the body. When the cells in y'all bodies die, it don't leave the body. You get my point? Like that. Y'all live in the body. When y'all die, y'all just don't leave out the solar system. Y'all souls or y'all light, it go to the sun, to its part. Some of y'all are bright lights, y'all gonna be in the cervical part of the world you live in when you die. Some of y'all gonna be in the lumbar part of the spine that aligns with hell, you know, the gut. Meaning hell is physical. You got places far south where it's hell. You get my point? So like that, you got Earth. If you look at Earth as the front and the spine as the sky, so the higher up in the physical planes y'all live, it coincides with the spine in perspective. The farther south you go, it get hot and gassy, like the description y'all got of hell. And so this coincides with the physical and the unphysical lives coincide. If you can imagine it like a physical body, and all the cells in the spine being separated from the cells outside of it. You get my point? And so, in that way. I think you seem, from your statement, you seem like you're a little more clearer. Y'all view that like the planets is revolving around the sun and all these things that don't make no sense. The sun rises and sets in the way I explained. You live in a body, and that's what y'all see. The sun setting and rising. Planets is like the chakras. They align with the spine. This is the top of the spine. Y'all will call that the brow chakra. You get it? The cervical spine, this is the neck part of the spine. You got your 7 vertebrae. Ends about right there. You get it? That part. The chakra correlates is aligned to its area of the spine, helping to keep everything bound to its place. You get it? Like energy. Like spiraling energy, keeping everything bound to its place. This is where you kind of get your gravity system from. Beneath the cervical spine, you got the upper thoracic part of the spine. And so, of course, you got, I skipped cervical spine. Like I said, the top of the cervical, central brain, brow chakra. Then you got your throat chakra, cervical spine. Meaning your throat chakra going to align with the cervical part of the spine. Your upper thoracic, of course in science they just have the thoracic as one. 12 vertebra. But that's incorrect. It's upper thoracic and lower. This is why the thoracic have so many vertebra and all the other areas of the spine only have 5 to 7. You get it? The cervical spine only has 7 vertebra. The lumbar part of the spine, which goes with your stomach area, it only has 5 vertebra. The sacrum only has 5 vertebra. You get it? Then here's the thoracic. It got 12. That part. If you break it in half, then it makes more sense. 7 vertebra here, 6, 6, 5, 5. And then you got your 3 to 4, all 5 coccyx bones beneath. It's an order, if that's clear. And so the chakra points is aligning with the areas of the spine. You got your gut chakra, your solar, get it? Your solar plex chakra is what separates the upper from the lower thoracic. That's also a chakra area. You get my point? So view the planets as chakras. They align with the spine. And so the sun rises and sets. Hopefully y'all grasp. Look at it like this. When the body comes into existence, you have the heart coming first. This is referred to as earth. But the whole body emerges from that too. So you get my point? Kind of lost in words. Rover TD said, what does NASA gain in pushing their perspective of how the cosmos work? I don't work for NASA, I don't know. They may just be confused and see it that way. People that work at NASA went to school, man. They curriculum fools like how y'all hear shit and then y'all just go with it. You can't forget that. Like, you can't forget the whole world just go with whatever they go with. So you gotta understand when you're dealing with NASA, I know y'all would like to think they all out in space, but they not. They just make up shit like y'all. Everybody just like to lie. If they can, they do. But I know overall the government gains off lying to y'all because then y'all be dumb. So then it's easy to get over on people when they stupid. But outside of that, I don't know what nobody gain off their lies truly. I'm not sure. I'm assuming they gained something, but I don't know. Something to do with slavery. Rules. Superiority. Things like that. Now, that's how the world y'all living is. It's a body. As above, so below. Your world is the solar system that you live in. So, you got a bunch of solar systems. You got a bunch of bodies on that level of life living with the cells in it, which will be us. The planets, things like that, just the organs inside of this body, the chakra points, the spine, whatever. When y'all die, y'all will be running from the sun like all dead souls do. The sun collects the dead. It goes into the duat, and then it comes out. Like how y'all heard in ancient Egyptian when it's explaining Ra's boat. Ra's boat goes into the duat, collects the dead souls, and then raises, dropping them off wherever they belong in the spine. But see, dead souls don't want to be around the light. You don't understand? And dwindle around in the afterlife, my nigga, and get high. They looking for vaginas to buy and things that they did in the physical. Done with that yet. And they know the sun gonna take them, to their hell or they heaven, whichever they get, depending on the area of the spine they go to. So the souls try to avoid the sun. Every day the sun rises and sets. When y'all fall into unconscious sleep, y'all just dragging souls there, like y'all just drag hella souls there and leave them there. Then y'all like rise up. Whatever souls get freed out of the abyss, y'all just bring them to whatever part of the spine they need to be in. Like y'all the everlasting. Like y'all die and then y'all come alive. Y'all come back alive in the morning. Like you get it like that. Y'all don't understand the teachings of old. So that's why y'all lessons and y'all don't relax and shit like that. But like that. And so souls avoid the sun when they die. They don't want to get taken where they need to go. They want to kick back, and just darkness and get their thoughts together. Life is deep and interesting. Hopefully y'all have fun in it. Solar system. There you go, champ. I like some of y'all be having deep shit to say, but then y'all don't never speak. I need little helps like that. So see, I missed that. Solar system. Like that. The soul system. Like it's collecting the souls. Like shit goes deep. Not the grass. And solar plex. This is the central place. It's all a network for dead souls. See, the only important thing in life is that people die. And so all this energy got to be transferred to where it need be. Like, y'all don't understand that. Like, yeah, y'all born in the physical life, but then y'all gotta die too. So, like, all of this gotta be situated. There got to be doctors to bring y'all in the physical life and make sure, y'all good. If you don't live in a city or something like that, so you deliver your own baby, but you get my point? There's an order. Y'all don't just pop into life. Like, y'all gotta get brought in. Like, same when y'all die. That area ain't just sloppy and shit. Same way y'all bury the dead and y'all keep order in the physical, the order is still being carried over in the unphysical areas. Meaning y'all souls is being received in. Look up Sir Totally, Sertoli. Sertoli. Pull it up. Sertoli or Sertoli cells. These are the cells that groom sperm cells into below. Like, they're the nursing cells. You ever heard of like ministering angels? Like that. When the souls die, these Sertoli cells, they help to groom sperm cells. This is to go deep. I don't wanna scare y'all too much. Because everything I explain is real. A Sertoli cell is a nurse cell of the testicles. Man says souls get sent down to the abyss when they die, when they don't know how to act. That part. This I'm explaining y'all. They nurse cells in the testicle parts because these cells have troubles when they die. Like, so you can look it up. Like I tell y'all, I'm into science. Everything I explain is real science. You just got to grasp. But I'm just not using the scientific words. I'm just telling it to y'all like how I figure y'all would know y'all own body, so you know your spine somewhat. So like that. So when I'm explaining death and stuff to y'all can track what I'm saying physically. The cells in your spine is different. That's the dead, like the living dead. Like, they not physically alive, but like I said, the consciousness carries over. What are Krishna's and Vishnu's counterparts in other religions? I explained the Dashavatara, like the 10 avatars of Vishnu. That's like Aten in ancient Egyptian. You get my point? In ancient Egyptian, you got the Agduad. That's your 4 primordial entity. But it's 8 because they got counterparts. And that's your primordials or your beginnings. Your realms of air are just dark space. That's the Agduad, the 8. That's Nu, He, Kek, and Amen. And then the 4 counterparts, making it 8. After that, you got the Anid. That's the 9. That's your Shu. What is it? Not Shu. Adam, Shu, Tefnut, Nut, Geb, Osiris, Isis. Set, Nephthys. You get it? So you got your 8, then your 9. Now your 9 is your substance realms. After airs or space is substance. After the 9, you got the atom, or the 10. You get it? And 10 is 1. But this one thing consists of a 10. Now when you go to the Dashavatara, which is the 10 avatars of Vishnu, like that. 10 things making one thing. So you got your 8, your 9, and then your great 1, which is 10. The atom. And the atom is a certain part of your brain in the cerebellum. Let me see if I got this little magazine still. I'm not sure if I do. Let me see. If I do, y'all in luck. If I don't, y'all ain't. Y'all in luck. Now this $1 million scholarship, man, y'all make sure y'all give back, because I usually don't be going this deep. See? A Dashavatara decoded 10 avatars of Vishnu, but this is an area of the brain in the cerebellum. Meaning I get into the science for real. This is not that fake stuff where you just blabber all day and you don't know nothing. I know the biology of the body. The vessel is everything. All the entity y'all heard is there. So that's the atom. That area of the brain. Meaning everything's evolving out with the body. The body's forming in the womb, and all these areas of the body and aspects of the body is evolving out physical too. The brain ain't physical till it starts to evolve out. But everything that the brain is in that substance state. Meaning when sperm cell get egg or menstrual cycle and semen merge and you get conception, everything in all the orders is still there. And they manifest out. So you got the Agduad, or your 4 primordial deity. Nu, He, Kek, and Amen. They gonna make for morning, afternoon, evening, and night. You get it? The 4 seasons, meaning them 4 primordial deity manifest out in the physical life, but not as physical things, as physical aspects, like morning, afternoon, evening, night, summer, spring, winter, fall. Your 4. You get it? All aspects gonna evolve out. So, am I clear? Do y'all get it? And so, Vishnu is like Aten in those. Like I said, you can get this magazine. I don't have a physical because it's a part of a whole magazine. Only I got that. But you can buy like the PDF of certain parts of it. This is another part of that magazine, the whole, meaning this. And this. And this. It's all in the same book. And so I explained the Aten and how it manifests out in the body. Like I said, you got the 8 or the Agduad, then you got the Yanid, which is the 9, then you got the Aten, which is the first physical manifestation of the 10 joined as one. So that's your cerebellum. These is images of Aten. I'm showing you so you be clear. When I tell you Aten is in your brain, and every ancient deity you ever heard of, whether it be a god or demon, it's in your body. And this is the ancient knowledge. That's why I tell y'all this $1 million scholarship. This shit y'all would never have on a real level. I know I got ego, but you better look close. You're not never gonna get it this fucking refined, ever. Again, you can pull up your own image of the cerebellum if you don't trust mine. And you can go look at all the ancient Egyptian drawings. I didn't make none of this. I'm just connecting the dots for you. And I don't have to, but grasp. And so the Aten is an area in your brain. Every ancient Egyptian deity you ever heard of is an area inside of you. Period. Thought, your central brain. Like I said, you can get the PDF version. However, you can wait till I drop the whole magazine. I don't know why I haven't. It's already done. I think I gotta do something to it. But the Aten is the vermis. Meaning, I don't know if y'all can see it, but I point out what everything is. The Aten, that's what that is. When y'all see this image, many of the images y'all see, y'all have no clue what it is, but it be this. I know y'all all seen that image. That's explaining the Aten. You see the little snake? Sperm cell, egg cell. The sperm is the spirit, ain't got nothing to do with just... The sperm is the spirit, is my teachings explaining to y'all that every teachings is telling y'all that. That's the beginnings. And they got their word for sperm. Maybe they call it a serpent. You get it? But grasp. But this is Aten. And they're explaining a deity manifesting out in the body. Something unseen becoming physical. Because of the sacrifice, like I explained to you guys. Life has to do with sorcery. Our gods getting sacrificed to bring forth physical life. It's just a more clear image of your cerebellum, the vermis, the pyramid. You got different areas in that central location that's separating both sides of the cerebellum. And that's what's being referred to as the Dashavatara, which is the 10 avatars of Vishnu. And the Aten in ancient Egyptian is the same thing. So everything y'all got is like doubles. Now, of course, I explained to you guys how sperm cells are your pharaohs. And y'all say that's stupid because y'all don't understand the world y'all live in is a body. So, trying to get as close as I can so y'all can see. You see the back of the ancient Egyptian pharaoh's head wrap? That is not a head wrap. That is an acrosome. An acrosome is what's on the sperm cell's head. It's what helps them to penetrate the egg. This is why ancient Egyptian head wrap looks so crazy, and y'all ain't never seen no head wrap ever like that, and you never will. Again, look at the lower picture. Look how it coils up in the back. See the coil? You have the same mitochondria coil in the sperm cell. Now, when they're speaking of pharaohs, they're speaking on a solar level. So comets is sperm cells. Within the comet or the sperm cell, you have the mitochondria, the chromosomes. You get it? The individuals. And so these are like your germ cell men. And they will appear like the shining ones and all of that to y'all. And so here's a Bible verse. It's explaining the same thing in the Bible. It's the Bible verse. It says, "And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men. And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. And they had breastplates, as it was breastplates of iron. And the sounds of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. And they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months." That's the time that women be hurting when they pregnant, like the first 5 months. So you get it? The world we live in was conceived no different. And so it's about what's happening within the body. Everything that lives in the world lives within the body, whatever level of life it's on. So I'm using the smaller levels of life that y'all know to explain the larger levels. A moon is in the exhale, a comet, they smash all in the moons, are meteorites. These are sperm cells on different levels of life, doing what they do. A black hole is just the penis part. You see galaxies getting sucked into black holes. You're just seeing like if you was inside of a body and you seen sperm cells just getting ejaculated out. You get it? The penis hole will be like a big hole if you was a cell in the body witnessing that. And so you get my point? Y'all don't know what y'all see. Y'all don't know what y'all in for. I'm just divine. I'm just here to give y'all that divinity. Get it or you don't. Salam, shalom, boss man. Boss man said, in the songbook, I was reading it had the same thing. The Krishna is also four-parted. That was said often. You said Krishna's four-parted. I was explaining the Dashavatara, which is the 10 avatars of Vishnu. Salam, shalom. You're lost in the subject. Are the characters or something? Pandora's box analogy helps to understand it. Yeah, the life is within the life. So, galaxies is within universe. The universe is a body. The galaxies are its cells. Within every individual galaxy, you have a bunch of solar systems or stars. That's their cells. The galaxy is a body on its level. Look at its level as the world it lives in, and it is the life in it. All the individual galaxies are your people or life forms on that level. And within them, they have their cells, which will be solar systems and stars. You get it? In every individual solar system or star, which is a body living in its world, they have cells too. This is organisms. You get it? So those organisms have cells. And those cells in those organisms have cells. And so you get my point? The same reality of life goes up, 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 or down, down, down. But it's the same. It's your different levels of life. As consciousness, we are evolving through these levels. So y'all was atoms, molecules, cells. Now y'all organisms. If you lost, sperm cell got egg cell, then you was born out as an organism. So y'all was cells. Y'all was molecules. That's substance. Get it? That part. Atoms, light. All of this being in your menstrual substance and your seminal fluid. And so, y'all are chemistry. Man is a chemistry project. Matter of alchemy. Mixing of substances. Salam, shalom, dreamers. He said, I don't see how anyone cannot see solace as the only one who speaks the deepest truths of life. Anyone who have been on the path of wisdom for years should clearly see this. It's all real science. I don't fit the perspective of what they think I want a wise person to be. I don't wear a turban and shit and a nice robe and speak mad gentle. Get it? I'm like prophets of old. I'll bust your ass, nigga, don't play with me. I'm like Moses and Muhammad and niggas of old that will kill you. Like, you get my point? You don't have to look at it as wrong. Bad people do that shit. Like, you get it? Who protect the good? That part. Good soldiers. Now that's not to say I'm gonna do something to y'all, but I'm just giving you the perspective. I don't got a Hollywood perspective of real life. Y'all expect a divine if having y'all perceived life. Gangster, my nigga. What I look like on me, nigga, but like, do your ears work? Like that. If y'all can change me and to be how y'all want me to be, then I ain't a divine thing in life. I'm some shit y'all can control. Whoever said the angels was nice, like whoever said the Archangel Michael, let's say the Archangel Michael came to real life to teach y'all, who said he was gonna be nice? Or how y'all expect an angel to be? I'm just asking. Like I said, y'all got y'all Hollywood perspective of things. I could be God. You get my point? And y'all all fail, my nigga. Because y'all got a watered down Hollywood perspective. A TV shit. Y'all live in real life. Life is hard and rough. And the devil is always lurking. This is evil. It's always lurking. Somehow y'all expect some wild shit to come all clean and fake. Better snap out of stupid, my nigga. If I can't defend myself, then what is the use of me being wise? I know y'all don't expect me to have bodyguards with me. That part. I'm not no star. I will pull up to your city, my nigga, and go right where the gangsters is at. I don't think y'all really understand like who I am. But I ain't something from y'all movie. And so if you can get your mind off that, you be good coming here and get your wisdom. I'm a gray-haired elder, but I keep everything together. I'm timeless. And so get the wisdom, apply it, learn. I'm not a religious, get your religious perspective out, the mind. I gotta make my way the same way y'all do. The difference is I don't do what y'all do to make my way. I do what I'm supposed to. Give out the wisdom. I give y'all the opportunity to give back or not. Simple. If you do, you do. If you don't, so then you let the wise one starve. That's not to say I am, but that's to say that's how you want it. And so, try and grasp. The main thing is get the knowledge and apply it. You don't gotta worry about if I'm like this thing or that thing. Solid's an angel. Solid's God. Wouldn't none of that matter because I can't be that for you. You gotta be that for you. That's what I'm here to show you. Outside of that, you better learn. Same way you was a baby and niggas carried you along until you learned how to walk. But if you didn't learn how to walk at some point in time, your ass would have just been sitting in the house stuck. Life like that. You're gonna get carried along as you can. You better adjust. You better learn to be everything for yourself that you leaning on. I believe in God. You better be that for yourself at some point. You better be that perfection for yourself. Get it? That ideal of God or whatever you view God as can only be that height for you for a certain time. Like your parents. They can only be your parent for a certain time. At some point you got to grow the fuck up and be a parent your own self. At some point you got to grow up from being merely just a bozo ass man to being something of real merit. That part. If you want to title that as God, divine, whatever, but you and that thing ain't separate. You just lacking on your divinity. You avoiding it. And so, like that, whatever y'all leaning on, y'all need to start to adjust to be it, or you're going to get left behind like in physical life. You're going to learn how to ride that bike. People ride you on their handlebars for a time. You get it? And people gonna give you a ride in their car for a time, but you better get your own at some point. Like that. Every aspect of life, use those references for it. And speaking of you in the unphysical aspects. Y'all have gods y'all worship. Y'all have these things that y'all have high. Y'all have to become these things that y'all lean on. If you believe God is perfect and a great Savior, you need to be that. Say, how can I be God? How can you be one with God if you ain't? How God gonna God is clean and perfect and you dirty and unperfect. How y'all gonna blend? I guess you and God blending ain't a part of your ideals. You becoming whole and one ain't a part of your ideals. But I'll say again, whatever religion you got, I suppose at some point you have to be absorbed into God or whatever you view this thing as. And I don't see how that's going to happen to you unless you like this thing and closely resembling it. And so y'all need work on that, y'all character, y'all emotional state, how much y'all be lying and shit and sinning against the wise one. Salam, shalom, dreamers. I'm glad you can grasp things. He says struggles is default in life. Happiness has to be made. No, struggles is made. Happiness is just here. You get my point? Y'all bring y'all own struggles on yourselves just like y'all bring y'all own burdens on yourselves. Y'all got bills. Y'all made them shits. Right? You got a phone bill, right? Yeah, you wanted the phone. You made that bill. And whatever other bill you got, you made it. And so man make his pains and his struggles. Nobody else. Life just make it easy for y'all. Food grow from tree, eat all you like. If you get wise and you learn how to mix strawberries with lemons and make strawberry lemonade, then shit, you ballin' even more than a nigga that only know how to make what he got. Meaning the life give you everything you need. Now you take it and make more. Make more variety for yourself. Make it work how you need to work for yourself. Keep everything within the balance. You get my point? Like give y'all plants. Get your knowledge. Within them plants you have substances. They can be used for medicine. You just have to learn. You get it? Life give y'all everything y'all need for it not to be no struggle. Now you have men that come along, he want to take over shit, and you have eagles that come along. But for the most part, life has been set up for y'all to just live y'all heaven and have no burden or worry. Just work together. Be whole. Make sure everybody has their place in their space so that they can grow food and make sure they have the knowledge that they need to sustain themselves. And then y'all all come together and enjoy yourselves, being as though y'all don't have burdens. Y'all don't live like that. Y'all live in competition like devils. So y'all have y'all burdens, but y'all have created them for y'all own self. Man don't like to be happy. I guess that's boring to him. I want to feel pain. Now, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. I'm about to depart. I need to eat. Mouth starting to hurt. If you want to give back, click the description arrow. That's the little arrow next to the title. My links are there. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I'm not starving or nothing. When you do, give back. What else? The magazines, the lecture magazines, they're on my website. They all the same, like this. Different topics, explaining things in reality. Everything you need to grasp. Outside of that, enjoy y'all day. Be self-aware of your mind and the state it's in, your emotional state and the state that it's in, and be aware of your physical actions and how you're treating others and your mannerisms. Meaning stay balanced. This is what's going to keep you safe in this life. You lose your balance, you lose your step. Simple thing. If you have hardships right now, you've lost your balance at some point in life. Say, I don't understand what balance is. Fairness. And either letting someone be unfair to you, or you are being unfair to others, and it's causing an imbalance in your life, and you suffering the hardships of that. You get my point? You got to get everything on a balanced, fair plane. And until you do, you're going to suffer your ups and your downs like a roller coaster ride. Until men learn, okay, life is a give and receive. I put a seed in the ground and the ground give me back. Then I take the food that the ground has gave me, I eat it, I take it in. And then my asshole have to give back soil to the ground. That shit. And shit look like soil. The horse species is used as like soil. So you see the orders, the give and receive. Once it become unbalanced, then you die. Meaning if you hold your shit and say, I ain't giving back this soil to the ground. Y'all supposed to shit in the ground, not the toilet bowl, but I'm figuring y'all know that. Give and receive thing. But let's say you say, I'ma hold my shit, it's my soil. You're gonna die. You're gonna become constipated and die. And that's gonna be because you lost your balance. You wanted to eat the food and then keep it. It's the same with breathing. Y'all inhale. If y'all decide I'm gonna keep this air, I'm not giving no carbon out. You're gonna die. You breathe in oxygen, you gotta give out carbon. Carbon is what you consist of. It's parts of yourself, but you gotta give it out to receive. You get my point? So, when man learned that flow of life that's being shown to him by the forces of life that he cannot control, then he get into balance with those things. You say, I have to breathe in, and then I have to breathe out in order for the balance to stay good. If I want to eat food, I have to plant my seeds, and then the ground has to oblige to give and receive. Meaning the ground is alive. It obliged to the orders of nature. Plant your seed, the ground has to oblige. You eat the food, you a selfish beast, but your asshole got to oblige. Meaning your internal organs have to oblige to the natures. And so you gonna shit out soil or what looks like it. And that's for the ground. And it keeps the cycle going. You get to keep eating, and the ground keep being able to get replenished to do that. Same with breathing out. Y'all breathe out carbon, y'all take in oxygen. The balance is kept. If y'all just keep y'all carbon but want to breathe in oxygen, then y'all gonna die. If you think I'm lying, hold your breath. Breathe in, then hold your breath, and then you're gonna die. Because you lost your balance. So that's what I mean by balance, fairness. The orders that y'all see in life is daytime, then it's nighttime. There's a balance. Make sure you in alliance with that balance. It's a give and receive order. So try to grasp Big said. Salam, shalom.